The avalanche-named Octagon is tumbling into the next German city on the 17th of June in Oberhausen. The 15th of April at the Home Credit Arena, Liberec.
Ostravě tradičně nesmí chybět miláček domácích davů Jan Široký. Bojovník, který je zvyklý také na armádu a právě za ní se postaví Jaroslavu Pokornému. Pokorný poté, co mu doktoři málem vzali díky zlatému stafilokokovi nohu, má na svém kontě 15 vítězství a to 15. přidal po 4 porážkách. Už se zdálo, že jeho kariéra směřuje ke konci, když Pokorný dokázal na turnaji OKTAGON 38 najít dostatek sil a dovedností, aby porazil Kana Aslanera.
Jaroslav JUBOX Pokorný!
Široký má na svém kontě 12 vítězství a 14 porážek. V poslední době se velmi profesionalizoval, co se týká jeho přípravy a přineslo to své ovoce. Široký vyhrál 3 z posledních 4 zápasů a i když naposledy v Ostravě padnul s Dyrškou, byl to fantastický duel. Nyní Pokorný nastupuje do zápasu se Širokým a podle svých slov je to zápas, ve kterém oba předvedou skvělou show, napínavý duel a určitě ukončení.
So we're going to mix it up a little bit and we're going to bring in some fiery lightweights in the form of this man, Jaroslav Pokorný. He will take on Ostrava's own Široký, but what a moment this is. You will see there he is getting a police escort in. This is not the type of police escort you get, Luke, out of the arena. It's one towards the cage. Now this man is a proud serving police officer. The police officers have proudly standing up and said, we will support you, we will walk you to the cage. And what a moment, just look at that. And you can see what it means to the always emotional Jaroslav Pokorný.
I mean, they look like serious policemen to me. They don't look like UK cops. They look a little bit too serious. But that just shows the support this man has. And I believe it's billed as police versus the army.
That is correct. So Jan Široký is a fight instructor, a fitness instructor for the army. You see Jaroslav Pokorný, he's the smallest out of all these guys, but I would not want to face him without at all. And tonight, he is looking to step in here, and he is always exciting. He comes from that judo background. JUBOX is his name. Judo and boxing is the art he looks to put on in the cage, and he has had a tumultuous career, particularly since 2018, a horrific knee injury, Luke. I watched the fight, and it's out of nowhere, just a strange position, the knee blew. That took him out of action for a long time. Then a staph infection where he was told he may lose his leg. Since then, he's worked his way back in, but he has not tasted victory since 2017. That was up until OKTAGON 38. That was when he faced Can Aslana, and he put in a hero's performance. A really dominant display of grappling, high technique, control, and the emotions he released at the end when that hand was raised was something that I will remember forever.
And you can see getting the final words of motivation from Patrick Kinsell there as well in his corner. And also just to mention, obviously outside of the tournament, outside of the Game Changer, you'll see him wearing the new Pitbull outfit that we'll see at OKTAGON moving forward, the new uniform that we have here. All the other uniforms for the Game Changer are custom with the flags. This is just your regular OKTAGON.
Just your regular, everyday fight kit.
Yeah,
right,
that's
Luke
it. That's your Pitbull, your standard. Okay, let's say your OKTAGON standard one. We'll see all the other guys fighting in. It looks pretty cool, is what I was going to say.
Mate. I like
the short shorts.
Hey, with your thighs, that's all I'd wear, mate. That is all I will wear.
I mean, I do have some impressive legs. You are right.
So listen, we have just seen the police officers welcome Jaroslav Pokorný. Now we will see the army bring in their very own Jan Široký. Check this out.
I mean, these guys look a little bit more serious.
Yeah, they've come a little bit...
a little bit heavier guarded.
Yeah, that's right. But Jan Široký from Ostrava coming out to this Ostrava song. And listen to the welcome he will receive. A hero's welcome for one, their own. The crowd on their feet, look. I mean, these moments that Octagon create. These moments, not just for the fans, but for the fighters. Jan Široký, he is a veteran of the sport, but this must go down as one of the biggest, the best, the most emotional moments of his career.
I mean, it's got to be the biggest tournament ever, to be in Ostrava as well with the Game Changer. Lucky enough to compete on it as a lightweight, as one of our opening bouts for the main card here, being escorted by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He needs 5 guys with guns to get to the Octagon cage.
What a moment, what a way. And again, look, you talk about fights that should be on this card, and if you were to say and show the record of these two guys, you might go, well, why are they on this tournament? This is why, Luke, because they can create this moment. The police backing their guy, the army backing their guy, Ostrava on their feet for the one, the only Jan Široký. It's not about numbers anymore, right? This is about memories. This is about raising the bar, creating heroes, creating stars, and it's what Octagon do best.
That's it, they tell the stories of these fighters and these men making memorable moments. Even before the fight started, and we've had a wild night tonight. We have had wild fights, and I expect nothing less from these two lightweights.
Yeah, you look at their style as well. Jan Široký, a pressure fighter, big takedowns, big shots. He went through a stage in his career where he'd take fights with anybody, any place, anywhere, jumping up 2, sometimes 3 weight classes just to get on the card, just to fight. There's a story Andre Novotny told us when somebody dropped out of a fight and he was kind of in the room. He went, "You fancy this?" He went, "How much?" Said a number, disappeared off, put the fight kit on, stepped on the scales, and the next thing you know, put on a fantastic fight the next night.
Yeah, that has changed of late, been much more dedicated, much more serious, which I feel is what Octagon has made everyone do here in the Czech Republic. Take this sport to the next level, and listen to that crowd here in Ostrava as their man,
There we go.
prepares for battle.
Again, what a moment, what a moment.
Here we see the tail of the tape. 34 years, takes on 37.
Again, the height just on the side of Pokorný. Pokorný, though, coming up from featherweight, now fighting a lightweight, missed weight as well. But we shall see. Let's get it underway.
Dámy a pánové, máme před sebou zápasy na hlavní kartě. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to start with the main card fights. Our next contest is lightweight bout scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds, and the referee in charge is Gerd Richter. Let me introduce you both fighters, and we will start in the blue corner. He is 37 years old, stand 174 centimeters tall, weight 70.75. He represents ASA Hradec Králové Academy, and the coaches in his corner are Patrik Kincel, Tomáš Fiala, and Tomáš Kvapil. He has a professional record of 25 fights, 15 wins, 12 finishes, and 10 losses. Fighting out of Czech Republic, Jaroslav JUBOX Pokorný. In the red corner, he is 34 years old, stand 170 centimeter tall, weight 70.6 kilo. Represent Fighting Club Ostrava, and the coaches in his corner are Ivo Chrastina, Tanas Skevopoulos, and Eric Bright. He has a professional record of 27 fights, 14 wins, 8 finishes, and 13 losses. Fighting out of Czech Republic and fighting for Ostrava City, Jan Široký.
Jaroslav. Gentlemen, you know the rules. Protect yourself at all times and listen to my commands. When I say stop, you stop. God bless and keep it real. Touch your gloves, please.
Gerd Richter, the third man in the cage for this, our one and only lightweight bout, the one and only other weight on tonight's card here at Octagon 40. A special walkout for both men. The police escorting Jaroslav Pokorný to the cage. The army escorting Jan Široký. The crowd behind their man from Ostrava, Široký. Pokorný in the blue corner, white shorts. Široký, black shorts, red corner. Me, Brian Lacey, alongside Luke Barnett, and off we go.
Lots of movement early on. Pokorný coming out in the southpaw stance. Has that lead hand a little bit low. As Široký stalking, as he always does, moving forward, big pressure fighter.
Yeah, he's had some huge victories. You look at some of those over the likes of Manik Bartel. That was a fantastic fight. Octagon 29 beat him.
Oh, charging forward with that 2-1 unorthodox there. Starting out with the left hand, ending with the right in the southpaw stance.
And Pokorný coming from that judo background. I wondered when he'd look for the first takedown, but that low center of gravity, the height of Široký just makes him so difficult to enter on those shots.
Yeah, and he's stout, you know, very, very strong base. Needs to really get in close to be able to wrap him up with upper body movement. Very difficult to do off this shot with such a low center of gravity. These two on their bike a lot, moving around on their feet.
Oh, outside kick there from Široký. And looking at the size difference, Pokorny's the one that usually fights at featherweight, Luke. He missed weight at lightweight. It's crazy to think that he's the used to be in the lower weight class.
Yeah, very obviously much taller. Dives into that knee there though, but manages to get in cross space from Jan. Manages to maybe go to the back. Adjustments here though from Pokorný on the top.
He's still got the leg wraps as well on the inside.
Almost there once he gets this right arm out. Manages to chuck back and stand to his feet.
Interesting though, that knee came up, and that's what the sort of shot Široký needs to throw, right, if Pokorny's going to make those entries, especially from outside.
Yeah, Pokorny's leaning a lot. He's leaning forward a lot when he enters. Even with that unorthodox 2-1 that he threw, he leant a lot very forward with his head. So he needs to be careful. Big right, left hand, backhand from the southpaw. That's landed a couple times.
Shook that one out, Luke, as it landed though, when it came back to that defensive position. Kind of shook that left hand. Keep an eye on that.
Well, Jan does have a cement block as a head, so maybe felt that on the hand. Nice stiff jab, holds the hands low from the outside position, but when he throws them, they're nice and loose and straight.
Oh, good entry there, solid entry. Used the forward motion of Jan that time. Instead of him having to go to Jan, he let Jan come to him, change level. Oh, big shots, big shots. What a chin on Široký.
Yeah, did well to get back to his feet though, did Široký, and that's with the build that he has, very compact, very explosive to get back to all fours and stand up. It's much easier to get your legs under you when you're a smaller fighter or a shorter fighter. Bit of blood maybe coming from the mouth. No, not quite, just the red lips. Blood somewhere though.
Yeah, there is, it's out the mouth, Luke. I think he's one of those shots. There's only a little bit. But this is a real chess match between the two there. That was more successful in Pokorný with the takedown.
You feel like Pokorny's timing himself. He's moving around, staying on the outside and waiting for his moments to shoot in. Just needs to be careful he doesn't shoot into a knee or an uppercut.
Oh, he's dropped him with the left. Oh, he's wobbled him. He's on wobbly legs. You saw that moment just before you saw Pokorný raise his hand. Actually, the middleweight champion, Kinsella in his corner, his main coach, he was giving him some advice there and a little bit of recognition from Pokorný.
Feel like he caught him as he came in there to throw a kick, so a little bit off balance. But it did seem to wobble as he tries to get back to his feet. Very calculated approach from Pokorný, waiting. Then throws that left hand again. Diving in, starting with the left. He's throwing the backhand first.
Oh, and the right hand this time.
Stiff jab.
Good round, 1 minute left in this opening stanza of this lightweight contest.
Again, starting off with that 2. Dives in with that.
Oh, and in on the single.
Again, converts that single leg.
He's trying to wrap him up, almost cradle him in this spot, Luke. It's good top pressure. Široký so hard to hold down, though. We saw that in that Dershka fight, the German up-and-coming. Oh, my goodness, these are big shots. This could be it.
Huge punishment coming down now from Pokorný. Hammer fist now.
Survival mode from Ostervaz Široký. Pokorný looking to upset the crowd here, but survival mode, and survives he does.
Wants to be careful he doesn't punch himself out as the crowd erupts for Jan Široký. Big knees.
Oh, the tide has really turned in this fight. Only 7 seconds left in this first round.
That cement breeze block head of Jan Široký taking a lot of punishment.
Oh my
in that first round. Stumbles back as the whistle goes.
He ate so many big shots. What a fight, really did. You felt Pokorný was kind of struggling with the entries on the takedowns and even some of the power, the responses, the counter from Široký. But then he started to find his range. Then he was able to enter more effectively. And then when he got him to the ground, that was decisive, some of that ground and pound, Luke.
Yeah, it was very well selected with his shots. And also, you can see him now in the corner getting instruction from Patrick Kinsell, but he looked tired going back there because he really tried to finish that fight in the closing moments, give it everything he could, as he should have, because he landed one very solid shot on the ground and pound that I'm sure we'll get to see again.
Yeah, here it comes. Talk us through this. This is the opening rounds.
These lunging left hands are what really opened up the fight for him. And then he started switching it up and going for the single leg. We get a takedown here, but we see later on, he changed levels and went for that single. But as Jan was getting back to his feet, again, I think more of a stumble here.
Yeah.
But here were the knees at the end of the round as well. And those ground and pound shots as Jan was trying to get back to his feet. And he was doing a great job getting back to his feet, but he almost let him up and hit him with those shovels.
Huge, huge end to the round there for Jaroslav Pokorný. A huge roar from the Ostrava crowd as Široký got back to his feet after taking that beating that Pokorný put on him.
Pokorný trying to change the crowd around to his side, but it wasn't working.
Not going to work.
No, maybe try something different. Just try and finish the fight.
Little weird stumble there from Široký as he switched and high-fived at Pokorný, but off we go again. Pokorný in the white shorts, blue corner, Široký black shorts, red corner.
We've seen this now from Pokorný moving to his left, then waiting for his moment and lunging forward with that left hand. It's landed 2 or 3 times.
Oh, he's caught him again.
That left hand again.
He's caught him again.
Solid laser.
And it's the straight shots, right? Luke, Široký known for those big looping hooks, but the direct route taken by Pokorný is becoming very effective.
And he's just waiting for his moment. He's really just drifting off, waiting, and then jumping in with that left hand. And it's very, very accurate with it. And then he'll switch it up. When they think the left hand's coming, he'll go for that single leg.
2017, prior to Octagon 38, was the last time Pokorný won. Chanas Lana was his opponent at Octagon 38. He got that victory. Can he make it 2 in a row against Jan Široký here in Ostrava?
He looks extremely dialed in for me, extremely focused and sticking to the game plan, which is a very obvious game plan to me. Move to the left, throw the left hand. Here he is, drifting left, waiting for his moment to dive in.
You just used that phrase, dialed in. That is perfectly put, because that's right. He's tuned into his opponent and also using his natural attributes, the range he's got, the height, the reach, to his advantage in a fantastic way, an effective way.
And go for that single now.
Oh, again.
Off balances him, switches it up, beautiful takedown, converts it well, and also gets the underhook on the near side as well. Jan very good at getting back up to his feet, but got punished last time trying to.
And again, he's looking for this spot. Oh, the right hand connects. Široký looking to avoid big shots.
Gives up the double underhooks though, and Jan gets that takedown. Most dominant position he's probably had in this fight is his double underhooks up against the fence. Gets broken quite easily.
Pokorný coming from that judo background. See what he looks to do to maintain this position.
Nice heel strikes.
Široký just making it ugly now, right? That's not a bad plan, because at range he is suffering.
Yeah, he's getting dominated at the range and manages to spin out again and find the space. Pokorný now, waiting his moment, waiting for that left hand. Strange spinning attack from Jan. I mean, you got to switch it up, so not a bad idea. Trying to be creative. Again, lands that left hand. Big right hand lands.
He's wobbled him. Pokorný looking for the finish.
Referee on top of the action as Pokorný looks to get him out of there.
That's right. Still survival mode from Široký. Somehow, some way. Gerd Richter, the referee, called for a response.
Gives up the mount position now. Raining down this ground and pound, these hammer fists.
Yeah, the referee really looking at this. Pokorný even looked up at the referee at one point.
Switches up and gives his back, gets flattened out. This will be it now.
Final shots, that will be it. That is it. The referee has seen enough.
What a beautiful performance.
Jaroslav Pokorný, back-to-back wins here in the Octagon cage, upsets the Ostrava crowd. Široký upset with that stoppage. Listen, Gerd Richter communicated throughout, kept saying defend yourself. He took a lot of damage. Look at the blood coming out of his mouth.
Fantastic refereeing. He didn't defend himself and he got dropped then he got beaten, then he got mounted, then he gave up his back, then he got flattened out. He was getting bested at every moment. He wasn't going to escape, and he took too much damage, and that's how the fight comes to an end. That is a referee's stoppage. Perfect.
And let's talk about the other man, the man that gained that victory. What a performance. Dialed in was the phrase you looked, and it was from the opening bell, right? He made the adjustments, figured out his opponent, and then used all of his attributes and skills to his advantage to gain those positions that eventually led to that finish.
Yeah, he waited. He was very patient, knew what he was doing, stuck to the game plan, moved to the left, landed that left hand significantly, and that's what started that finish. That left hand stumbled him backwards, left hand, right hand, dropped down to the floor, and then finished it off. So we'll see, I'm sure we'll see in the replays. Here we have the single leg attempt that got it to the ground, switched it up. And here we have that left hand lands perfectly in that second right hand that really makes him stumble back. So he got dropped once, that's being dropped. Then he got hit over and over again in this position, and very close to ending, gets the mount, gets hit over and over again here in this position as well, not defending himself enough.
Then gives up the back, right?
Then give up the back, got flattened out and couldn't defend himself and got hit with 5 or 6 more. And you see here with the
numbers say it all. Jaroslav Pokorný now on a 2-fight win streak. What about that was? Let's make it official. Let's hand it to the man in the middle, Mr. Andrei Novotny.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee has called a stop to the action after 3 minutes and 9 seconds in the second round. And the winner by TKO is Jaroslav JUBOX Pokorný. Jardo, gratulace. 2 veteráni domácí scény se potkali v tomhletom zápase a my jsme to komentovali se Sharpiem tak, že to od tebe byla opravdu téměř dokonalá bouře. Všechny nápady, které jsem v tom zápase měl, se povedlo realizovat.
Veteráni domácí scény možná, ale furt máme mladé srdce zápasníků a proto předvádíme s Honzou pořád atraktivní zápasy. A Honzo, moc děkuju. Byla mi čest s tebou bojovat, protože jsi můj vzor.
Honza nebyl úplně spokojený s tím ukončením, ale myslím, že ty si cítil, že už se tam hodně podvolil a díval se několikrát na Gerda Richtera, jestli máš pokračovat.
Já bych jakože popravdě, já bych musel Honzu zabít proto, aby byl spokojený v tom zápase, že to bylo dobře ukončený, ale jsem rád, že tady ten rozhodčí byl, i když moc dobře vím, že Honza by tam ještě něco snesl.
V 70 si vypadal fantasticky, tak je to tvoje definitivní váha, nebo zase tě pak uvidíme v pérové?
Já si myslím, že to můžu střídat ty váhy, jak 66, tak 70. Teď se klidně vrátím do pérové váhy a ten Roman Paulus by se měl přestat schovávat za Atylkovýma kalhotkama.
Atylka tamhle sedí.
Ty ho moc chráníš, Atylko, chráníš ho moc? Naozaj!
Uvidíme, jestli k tomu zápasu dojde, nicméně gratuluju k dnešnímu vítězství. Druhé vítězství v řadě, klobouk dolů, Jaroslav JUBOX Pokorný.
Ostravo, díky moc.
The promoter asked Jaroslav Pokorný whether he thought that he was able to stick to the game plan, and also he mentioned that they were the 2 veterans of the Czech domestic scene. Pokorný said, well, I would like to thank my opponent. I really look up to him. He's really my idol, and yes, I was able to stick to the game plan. Also, I know that the referee was there, and I'm really happy for that because I know that I'd have to kill Shiroký for Shiroký to be happy. Now, as for the weights, I think I could switch featherweight and this weight, and also it would be great to fight Paulus, so that would be amazing.
The avalanche-named OKTAGON is tumbling into the next German city on the 17th of June in Oberhausen. The 15th of April at the Home Credit Arena, Liberec.